Republicans in Alaska are meeting today to decide what to do with Marco Rubio's delegates. Rubio picked up 5 delegates in that big state after suspending his campaign. The Florida senator asked to hold on to them. What does that mean for the other candidates? Dan Springer joins us live from Fairbanks to explain the ins and outs of all this. Dan?
Well, John, as you know, it means another fight over delegates, and as you mentioned, it's 5 Rubio delegates, and it's an odd Alaska party rule that could give most of them to Donald Trump, even though he lost here in the state of Alaska in the primary to Ted Cruz. Back in March, it was a very close Republican vote. Cruz got 37%, Trump was second with 34%, and Rubio finished third at 15%. The delegate count at that point was 12 for Cruz, 11 for Trump, and 5 for Rubio. But later, Senator Rubio suspended his campaign. By Alaska's GOP rules, when a candidate drops out, the vote is recalibrated as if he or she never ran. Doing that math district by district, Trump gets 3, Cruz gets 2 for a 12-12 delegate tie.
Delegate 2, 3, 4, or up to 5. I think it's exciting for the people of Alaska to understand that we're going to have an influence on who is the nominee of the Republican Party.
But Marco Rubio is now trying to keep his delegates from Trump for as long as possible and is challenging the Alaska rules, saying technically he didn't drop out, he suspended his campaign, so he asked the Alaska party leaders to reconsider. Meanwhile, Ted Cruz, who has won a lot of these types of delegate battles in other states, is backing Rubio's argument in Alaska. It's left Donald Trump supporters crying foul again. They've been burned by not knowing the rules. Now they want the Alaska GOP to go by the book.
With respect to Mr. Trump, he's not an expert in the rules of the Republican Party. He doesn't need to be as a presidential candidate. But we'll observe the rules here. We always do.
And state party leaders will make that delegate decision at their state convention this afternoon. John?
As if there weren't enough wrinkles in this political season.
I know. Yeah.
There's a new one. Dan Springer in
the weeds.
Fairbanks. Yeah. Thanks, Dan.